Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to get this off the shoulder look. Here you see me doing my measurements. My measurements, I did, of course, the length first, and then the width, which is how tight or loose fitting I want the shirt. This is for the bottom half of the shirt, and then you'll see me later take measurements for the top half, which are actually hanging off the shoulders. Now this is just one way of many ways you can do an off the shoulder top. I will have another video here on how to create an off the shoulder dress, displaying this look, and then also another look that you can do, another variation of how you can sew on your sleeves and things like that. As I mentioned before, this part of the shirt or top is just for the inside of the shirt, and then later on you'll see me move for the top half of the shirt. Right here I'm just making sure that I have my arm holes correct because we don't want it fitting weird on us. Alright, so now of course you see me now cutting. I'm just cutting out one side of, I'm actually cutting out the pattern, and then I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna cut out the other side of this top, so I make sure that all of my sides are symmetrical, same length and everything. Once you are done cutting that, we are going to actually open up the bottom by just simply cutting it in half. Alright, once you've got that done, of course you're going to pin down the sides, and then we are going to sew the sides together, creating one piece. Once you are done sewing the sides, it should look something like this after you've also hemmed, finished your seams off. The next thing that I'm doing is I'm going ahead and measuring for my top portion of my top, which is where the off the shoulder look comes into play. For the front part, it's going to be actually all around, it's 44 inches as you saw there. So if you cut that in half, that would give me about 22 inches for front and back piece. And then here you see me measuring of how long I want the off the shoulder part to come down, or hang down, which was about 8 inches. And then of course you want to also allow your add your seam allowance. Here you see me pinning, but I'm only pinning starting off with where my inside shirt ends and begins, and then once I've done the same to the back, I'm gonna go ahead and piece the rest of the shirt together. And then of course you are gonna do a straight stitch, sewing it all together, and then of course do not forget to hem. And of course I do have a Snapchat, so go ahead and check it out and add me. After you are done hemming that together, you are going to go ahead and pin the sides together, and of course do the same thing you just did all over again. The next thing that I'm going to do is I am measuring my elastic that is going to go around my shoulders to keep my shirt in place so it's not sliding off of me. And when measuring your elastic, make sure you measure around the portion of your body that it's going to be placed, and make sure that you're comfortable with the tightness of it. The next thing that I'm doing is I'm hemming down, I'm sewing down where my elastic is going to be. Make sure that you leave enough room to pull your elastic through, because it is going to be hard for you to get the elastic through. And then make sure that you do leave a hole for the entrance, and you can sew it back up once you have the elastic all the way through your garment. And lastly, I decided to go ahead and do the same with the bottom. I added some elastic to the bottom to give me a little bit more, I guess, tailored look. You don't have to do this option, it's just something I prefer to do. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other DIY suggestions, make sure you comment below. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys on my next video.